Yo, what's up guys, my name's Hakiii and we now know what the GTA Expanded and Enhanced will have to offer. Rockstar released a pretty long newswire which I'm gonna simplify for you and give you the most important points and little details. So it's not gonna be delayed, it's gonna come out on March 15th just like they said. Some people thought it was gonna get delayed since they haven't really said anything up until now. They say these new versions of GTA 5 and GTA Online introduce a high-end PC visuals to the console experience with new graphics modes featuring up to 4K resolution, a frame rate of up to 60 FPS, improved texture quality, HDR options, and ray tracing, as well as utilizing the technical advancements of the latest console hardware, faster loading times, immersive 3D audio, support for platform-specific features, and more. So we're getting a lot of visual improvements basically, including the 3D audio, which we'll see how much it's actually gonna affect when we actually play the game day by day. Then we got a pretty cool screenshot of Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. It's just in really nice resolution. I don't think there's anything that special. It says experience the stories of Franklin, Michael, and Trevor in greater detail than ever before with stunning new levels of visual detail. There's gonna be 3 graphics modes we can choose from, and they're gonna be exactly the same for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and it's gonna be a little less good for the Xbox Series S. The Series S is gonna be a little less capable, but it still is pretty good. The first mode is Fidelity mode, which is gonna be tuned for the highest visual graphics targeting 30 FPS, so that's for the absolute best visual quality, but you are only going to be at 30 FPS and not 60 FPS. In this mode, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X support native 4K resolution with ray tracing enabled, while Xbox Series S supports upscaled 4K resolution. So the Series S is going to be a little less good, but they're all going to have stunning resolution basically. And then the second mode is called Performance mode, which is tuned for the most responsive gameplay experience targeting 60 FPS. Support upscaled 4K resolution, while the Series S supports a resolution of 1080p. So the native 4K resolution we had with the Fidelity mode is a bit better than upscaled we have with Performance mode. And when you're on Performance mode with the Series S, you're only gonna have 1080p just like the current generation consoles basically. And then the third and final mode is gonna be kind of a combination of both of them with Performance RT mode, which is a hybrid of Fidelity and Performance mode supporting upscaled 4K resolution with ray tracing enabled and targeting 60 FPS. So for first impressions, it looks like the third mode is going to be what I'm going to be going for, kind of a hybrid of both the two first modes, but I think this one's all about personal preference, whether you want the best visual quality, which is 4K resolution but only 30 FPS, or if you want the most responsive gameplay experience with 60 FPS, you're going to get a little less good resolution. Then we have a screenshot of Trevor running away from the police. Once again, it's a very nice looking screenshot. It's very HD. Once again, good resolution. Some more improvements we got are faster loading times, which we already know about, increased population and traffic variety. That's actually a pretty good improvement because a lot of the time we see just the same vehicles or like only a few vehicles in the streets depending on what vehicle you're driving. We also have more improvements like increased vegetation density, improved lighting quality across shadows, water reflections, and other elements. Also improved anti-aliasing, which I'm not exactly sure what that is, motion blur, which is really cool, high detailed new explosions, fire, and much more. That's going to be huge. I feel like with all the explosions and fire happening in GTA Online, I feel like that is going to be a pretty substantial difference. There's going to be new levels of responsiveness with haptic feedback and dynamic resistance with the adaptive triggers on PS5's DualSense wireless controller, adding new sensations to weather effects, directional damage. They also say there's going to be immersive audio using Tempest 3D positional audio on PS5 and spatial sound on Xbox Series X and S. I know what the positional audio is on PS5, I'm not sure about the spatial sound. It all sounds very fancy. We'll actually see if it makes a big difference when we actually play the game. And then we have a screenshot of a brand new vehicle that's going to be available with this new version of the game, and it's got unique customization on it, which is also going to be only available on that new version. They say this new generation of GTA Online includes a range of new vehicles and a new addition to the Los Santos car meet, Hakiii Special Works. So there's going to be a new vehicle custom workshop basically inside of the LS car meet. Inside of this new vehicle workshop called Hakiii Special Works, there's going to be best-in-class vehicle upgrades, a new class of races using specially modded vehicles, a weekly rotation of Hakiii Special Works time trials, along with a premium test ride where you can basically drive the new modified vehicles for absolutely free. After that, they say there's going to be a standalone title. So there is going to be a standalone version of GTA Online. It's going to be separate from the normal GTA V. And then this next paragraph is great news for PlayStation players. So for the first 3 months after launch on March 15th, you're going to be able to get it for absolutely absolutely free and keep it forever for free if you download it within the first 3 months on PlayStation 5. It's only for PS5, not for Xbox. We still don't know how much it's gonna cost for Xbox players or people getting it on PS5 after the 3 months. They've yet to mention that. And then we have another cool screenshot of a biker. Once again, really good looking resolution on that. And then they say there's gonna be a career builder feature designed for new players, so anyone that resets their character or just gets the game for the very first time, they're gonna get $4 million in game, which is actually very nice. They're gonna be able to spend that $4 million however they want, either on properties, businesses, vehicles, or weapons. So it's up to you how many vehicles you want to get and how many properties. After that, they say there's going to be new quality of life improvements, including a newly designed introduction and tutorial for new players, and a new main menu that allows you to jump directly into free mode, heist, races, adversary modes, and the latest featured weekly event content, and more. Then we have another screenshot with really cool resolution, but there's nothing really new in this picture. Then they talk about how PS4 and Xbox One players are going to be able to transfer both their story mode progress and their GTA Online character progress. So this includes all vehicles, properties, and basically everything, honestly. After that, they say the March 15th release date is only going to be digital, so you're only going to be able to get it in the PS5 console store or the Microsoft store on Xbox, and the physical copies of the game are only going to be available in April. And the final little paragraph says, for GTA Online platform migrations, purchased GTA Online money can only be transferred between platforms of the same families. So you're only going to be able to transfer shark card money from PS4 to PS5 or from the Xbox One to the Xbox Series X and S. What that means, if you're going from the PS4 to the Xbox Series X or S, you're not going to be able to transfer shark card money if you purchase some money with shark cards, and same thing vice versa from the Xbox One to the PS5. You are going to be able to transfer your regular money, but if you bought any shark cards, that money is not going to transfer over if you're going from a platform of a different family, as they say, which isn't that big. But I mean, if you're someone that bought loads of shark cards and you are going to a different family next gen console, I guess that is kind of concerning. But that's basically it for this newswire. A lot of really cool screenshots. All of the screenshots look very nice, but I mean, every screenshot we get in the Rockstar newswire looks amazing. So let's see how substantial these differences are actually gonna be. It all sounds very fancy and very cool, but let's see if it actually affects the regular day-to-day gaming, I guess. We're still gonna have to wait for some more information, for example, about how much it's gonna cost, because if you're on Xbox or you're gonna get it after the 3 months of it coming out on PS5, you don't really know how much it's gonna cost. Hopefully it's not gonna be that expensive. I personally still need to get my hands on a next gen console. I don't know if it's gonna be a Series X or a PS5. I'm fine with either one, honestly, although I do have a small preference for the Series X since I'm just used to playing Xbox. If you want to see the best forgotten features no one uses anymore in GTA Online, click the video on screen now. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.